Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel for another Hot Toys review and unboxing. Today it's not a Marvel or a Star Wars unboxing, but it's a DC Comics one. It's actually the second DC Comics unboxing and review I'm doing on my channel. The first one was Superman from Justice League, and today it's Batman, the Deluxe version from Justice League. I have a third figure from DC Comics. It's Wonder Woman from Batman vs Superman. I will also do a review on my channel of this figure later on. But as for DC Comics unboxings and reviews, that will be it for now. I do have several DC Comics figures on pre-order, so I will review them when these are released. I have Harley Quinn from Birds of Prey, the first figure that was announced. Wonder Woman from Wonder Woman 1984, the special edition. Also Wonder Woman in golden armor, the deluxe version. Batman from the Dark Knight trilogy. And yeah, that's about it. But I do hope that Hot Toys will also announce their Nightwing figure from the Arkham video games, because Nightwing is one of my favorite DC Comics characters. So I would really love to have a Hot Toys figure of him. He has been on display at the Hot Toys Summer Showcase and at CytoCon, so I do hope it's a sign that it will soon be announced. So now let's talk about the Batman box. I really like the boxes for the Justice League figures. It has a picture of the character and the logo of the Justice League. You have the first part of the logo here and the second part here. I find it really cool. At the back of the box you have the tagline of the movie, "You can't save the world alone," and the Batman logo is highlighted here. When you open the box, behind you have another Batman logo and the cast and crew. So now let's open the box and first take a look at the accessories. There are a lot of accessories, which is pretty cool. The main difference between the basic version and the deluxe version is the fact that you get a different display base, but you also get a parademon gun. I really had to go with the deluxe version because of that display base. So first let's take a look at this, and then we'll talk about the other accessories next. It's a massive display base, and it's also pretty heavy. I really love this dead parademon that they have sculpted on it. It's just so badass for display, putting Batman on the body of this dead parademon. I really love what they have done. I think it's an amazing work. Just look at this. And you also have a Batman nameplate on it. I couldn't go with the other version. I had to get this one. It's just too good. So now let's take a look at the other accessories. The parademon gun is a beautifully sculpted piece with good paint app, and I think it's nice to have included it with the deluxe version, especially since the display base features a dead parademon. You can actually have the figure holding the gun. Well, now let's take a look at Batman guns. You have two grapple guns. First one is mostly painted in black. I remember him using it during Batman vs Superman, but I don't recall him using it during Justice League. I may be wrong though, so let me know in the comments. And then you have the second grapple gun, which looks a lot better. It's nicely detailed and painted. It feels almost like a pistol, except it's a grapple gun. You can attach the tips here on the side as ammunitions, but you can also put them there like this, You also have another option, this one. It does look cool, right? And then you have some firing effects like this. And then this one. So you have plenty of options with this grapple gun. So now let's take a look at the batarangs. There are 3 batarangs, they are all the same. They do look pretty cool. I like the weathering that they have put on them. So now let's take a look at the communicator. The communicator is an accessory from the studio version of the movie and not Zack Snyder's Justice League. This works with magnets. You can actually attach it onto Batman's arm like this, so you can see buildings there. Despite not appearing in Zack Snyder's Justice League, I do think it's a nice accessory to have with Batman. And now, well, let's take a look at the different mouths and eyes that comes with the Batman Cowl. You have 3 different lower faces and 3 different eyes. But first of all, I want to say that when you look at it, it really looks like Ben Affleck is under the cowl. It looks pretty great. So first we'll try the different lower faces. You have this one with the closed mouth. Then you have the one with the slightly opened mouth. It also looks pretty great, as you can see. And then you have the hangry one. Each of them look pretty great. I'm really happy with them. And like I said, it really looks like Ben Affleck. So now let's try the eyes. This one is looking on one way. Now we're going to try the eyes looking the other way. Here you have the second pair of eyes looking the other direction. And now let's try the last set of eyes. And here it is. So this one is looking straight ahead. So now let's take a proper look at the figure. This is my favorite Batman costume. It's really comic accurate and it doesn't feel like an armor like it was in the Nolan movies. I love the Batman Nolan movies and I love the suit, but I do prefer this one because, like I said, it will feels like a Batman costume from the comics. You can really see the muscles under the suit, like here. It's beautiful work. I mean, this Batman is really muscular and you can feel it when you look at the suit. I mean, look at these biceps here. It's an amazing work in my opinion. Be careful when you are handling the figure because the gauntlets have sharp edges. I really love these gauntlets. They are black, on which he has put this piece of golden metal with some spikes, and I think it will look great. The cape looks great on the outside. It feels like a used full leather, and on the inside it's a little bit more soft. It's a big cape, as you can see, but I do have one complaint about it. It doesn't have wires inside, so you're limited when you want to pose the cape. Now let's talk about articulation. First, the head. You can slightly move it, but it's rather limited because it's a cowl. So that's why you have the eyes looking in different directions. Then you have the arms. They have a good articulation range. Legs can also move pretty well. You have articulation at the feet. It has a lot of articulation, so you can get some great action poses. We'll try some later. Now let's try the Ben Affleck Headsculpt. The Headsculpt was made by Yuli and Jeon Sun-jeon. It was painted by Healy and Ji-seong. I think this team has done a phenomenal work. It really looks like Ben Affleck. It's spot on. I mean, no matter the angle, it really looks like him. I mean, just look at this. You can definitely recognize Ben Affleck there. The face, the haircut, it's all near perfection. For me, it's definitely one of my favorite Hot Toys headsculpts. It's Ben Affleck, really. I simply love it. It's just one piece, the neck and the head, so obviously when they do that, it always looks better. When the neck and the head are just one piece of plastic, the articulation is more limited, but still you have a rather good articulation range. It can move up and down on the side. So as you can see, it's still pretty good. So now let's try some poses with the different accessories. This is how I currently have this figure on display in my collection with the Batarang in his hand. It's a simple pose, but it does look great. Here he is with the first grapple gun. Now let's try the second grapple gun with the different tips. Here's a first possibility. You can also have them like this, like this, like this, or like this. It's great to have all these different possibilities with the tips because that gives you different ideas for display. You can also have him like this. It looks pretty great with the angry lower face and the closed fists, but no accessories. Now let's try the Parademon weapon. It can also be a cool way to display him like this. This is a fantastic figure that comes with some nice accessories. I really love the second grapple gun with all the different tips. It was such a great idea. And you get a Ben Affleck Headsculpt. In my opinion, it's definitely one of the best Hot Toys Headsculpts. For me, I had to get the Deluxe version because of the display base. This one is such a beautiful work, but obviously the normal version is just as great. You simply get a different display base and you don't get the Parademon weapon. Thanks again for watching. I'll be back with more Hot Toys reviews and unboxings, and also figure previews. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Bye!